Welcome back, friends, to another psychopath exposure video. This is an anti-narcissist army, and we talk all things narcissist, psychopaths, toxic relationships, and all sorts of personality disorders here. If this is your first time in the channel, welcome. I think you're going to find a lot of useful information here. We have a growing number of survivors in the community that are very excited to share their experiences. They're very excited to be rising out of these nightmares. I have seen substantial growth from people that I've been working with lately. People watching the videos and commenting are telling me how great they're doing, and you can just feel the energy. You can feel the validation that everybody needs. They're getting it. They're becoming empowered, and you know, sometimes, actually most of the time, what victims of narcissistic abuse need is that validation that what they went through was real, because our friends and families didn't believe us at the beginning. Think about how many people we reached out to and told them what we were going through, and how many of them turned their backs, not because they weren't friends, but because they got tired of listening to the crazy stories, right? That's because the narcissist makes us feel that we're crazy. When they gaslight you, it distorts your brain and your reality. And when you start trying to talk about these things with people, what comes out is a big mess of information it's like a bomb that just exploded. And people that are unfamiliar with this type of abuse don't understand. Normal people are used to normal relationships. Normal relationships end normally. Sometimes people cheat, but they don't want to get caught. But the narcissists, when they cheat on you, they want you to catch them. They want you to catch them because they don't give a damn about the relationship. They want to get caught so that you can suffer, so that they can watch you suffer. But if you tell that to someone that's never been through narcissistic abuse, they're gonna think you're crazy. They're gonna tell you, why would your girlfriend be cheating on you and then leaving notes for you to like catch her? Like that makes no sense. You're crazy. So getting the validation from survivors, from people that have been through this situation, sometimes that's exactly what we need to give us the confidence to break up with these predators, to finally terminate that relationship, to move on, to get the hell out of bed in the morning. Because let me tell you, those restless nights in the morning when you're going through anxiety and panic, they feel like they're never going to end. It feels like you're always going to be stuck every morning, unable to go to work, unable to get on with your day, right? But all you need is to hear the right words from someone that's been through it, that has come through it, has come to the other side, and that can validate what you went through. And it's like, wow, it just feels amazing. It's like someone gets it, someone understands. So if you know someone right now that's going through narcissistic abuse, someone that's in the same situation as you, someone that maybe is going through a love bombing stage, and they're telling you these incredible things about their new partner, that it's a little too good to be true, it's a little too fast, the relationship's moving a little too fast, and you can see that they're losing themselves in this new person. You may want to share some of these videos with them and have a conversation and warn them, because there's not a lot of awareness on psychopathic abuse, narcissistic abuse out there. I know it's something that's getting more popular on YouTube. It's like a buzz that just started a couple of years ago. Believe me, I wanted to make these videos 5 years ago, and I wish I had some in the archives that I threw up last year, but I felt that I wasn't ready to give you guys the solutions, because I was still waking up from the spell myself. So I try to keep things real with you guys and just tell you the truth so we can accelerate your recovery. So someone in the comments asked me, what happens if you cheat on the narcissist and they find out while you're still in the relationship? What happens? Because normally, 99% of the time, the narcissist psychopath is going to cheat on you. They're going to cheat on all their victims. They destroy everything that's good. They destroy their sources of supply. They just don't know how to maintain something good. So they will cheat on you. but they never expect that their partners are going to cheat on them, because honestly, they don't care. It's the last thing on their mind. The relationship is not valuable to them in the same way that it's valuable to us. You know, for us, it's about love, compassion, companionship, trust, honesty, to have someone in your life that you can grow with, that you can do things together, and you can share your life with, and have kids if that's what you want, and travel together, and just amazing things. To the psychopath, to the narcissist, the relationship is a means to an end. To these predators, a relationship is just something they use to extract something bigger that they need in their life. And they see the relationship as someone that's gonna somewhat be steady, someone that they can extract a narcissistic supply from. And a lot of times that supply is money, there's money and a place to live and support. But sometimes the narcissistic supply becomes more them enjoying the torture that they're inflicting on you, right? And at a certain point, when the relationship goes from love bombing to devaluation, that's when the narcissist starts to withhold sex. That's when your psychopath, crazy person, is not going to have sex with you anymore. And they're going to come up with every excuse in the book as to why they're not in the mood anymore. When in the beginning of the relationship, they were practically nymphomaniacs, but now they are totally repulsed at the thought of having sex with you. It's not that they don't necessarily like sex. It's not that they're not horny. It's that they're banging someone else behind your back who's providing them new supply, and they are pretty much done with you, and they're just running the course. Your toxic relationship is running its course, just like the flu. It's going to go through all those three stages of idealization, devaluation, and discard. If you can get out of the relationship before the discard, you are at a great advantage. So if your psychopath narcissist has cut sex already and they're pushing you away and they're devaluing you, just know that that relationship is officially over. It was never a relationship in the first place, but now I can tell you for certainty that it is over and you are on your way to a grand discard. So if you want to cheat on your partner, just know that it's not really cheating because there is no relationship. Just be careful. If you are married and then you get a divorce, and if there was infidelity, the psychopath could use that against you in court if they have evidence. So I'm not necessarily advocating for you to do something like that, but if you're just dating someone, if you're just in a relationship with no strings attached to the extent of marriage, and you want to start seeing other people, why not? Let me tell you what's going to happen. If the psychopath narcissist catches you cheating, they're not going to cry, and if they do, it's crocodile tears. So don't feel bad. Whatever they do, whatever they react, is only to make you feel bad. They will use that situation as a way to extract more supply from you. So it's going to be more like, wow, you cheated on me. Now you owe me something. Because remember, most people are not strong enough to break up with their narcissistic abuser. Most people will remain in the relationship and will prefer to stay in a toxic relationship with a psychopath than being alone and having to start over. So even if they catch you cheating, they will still offer you a chance to salvage the relationship with new rules that the narcissist will dictate, and you will forever be in debt. The relationship will never get better, and yet you won't be able to leave. So it's very tricky. The best thing to do is just terminate it. But if you want to cheat and still be in it, and you know they're a narcissist, I don't see the logic of doing that. Like, just go ahead and do it and terminate it and be done with them. But don't stay in that relationship, because it's not going to be pretty. They're not going to be butthurt about it. They're not going to cry. What they're going to do, it's going to be a fake reaction for you to think that they care. They may ghost you for a while. Don't think that they're home crying, thinking of you. They're out fucking someone else. They're fucking their new supply. or the person they're in a relationship with already behind your back, because these narcissists get into multiple relationships and they play multiple sources all the time. That's why they live in constant terror, because it's not that they're afraid of being caught for the same reasons that you might be afraid if you're cheating on them. They're afraid of losing the supply, because then they have to go and find more and cover it up, and it's more work for them. But they're not afraid of being caught and then being brokenhearted or anything like that. There's no such thing. It doesn't exist. Now, I can share with you briefly without going into too much detail for anonymity purposes, but I did work with someone that cheated on their psychopath spouse towards the end of that terrible, terrible marriage. And the psychopath husband found out towards the end, and he actually found it kind of funny. He started laughing hysterically. The good news is that the woman moved out immediately and filed for divorce and turned her life around. So he didn't care. He didn't give a fuck. If anything, it was an inconvenience for him to have to start over and to have lost whatever he had. But they move on. These narcissists are relentless. They move on, they find someone else, they'll target someone new, and they start the whole cycle all over again. It's a never-ending cycle with these predators, so it's best to get rid of them. As soon as you know you're dating one, as soon as you know that you're dealing with a psychopath narcissist, it's time to plan your exit strategy. Otherwise, you're wasting your time and you're prolonging the torture and the abuse. This trauma, you can't get over it with a flip of a switch. It takes time to recover. And if you know that you're dealing with a psychopath narcissist already, that means that you had enough substantial trauma for you to reach out to the internet and Google the conditions that you saw and the symptoms that you saw, and maybe you went on a forum and you asked questions. Maybe you went on YouTube and you stumbled upon this video, for example. That means there's enough trauma and torment and craziness and madness going on right now in your relationship and in your head that you had to go search for something. Why would you want to prolong that? Why would you want to add more torture to yourself when you know ultimately this is not going to end well? This doesn't end well for anybody. Name me one person that's in a marriage or dating a psychopath narcissist that's gaslighting them, that's manipulating them, that's not giving them sex, that's devaluating them, and yet they are completely fulfilled and happy. Do you know anybody like that? Because I don't. I know a few that are too weak to get out of the relationship, but they tell me all the time that they're going crazy. They tell me all the time they're miserable. They don't tell me that things are good, because they're not good. They're not well. They're just too weak. They haven't developed the courage or the strength to get out of that situation. And these even aren't people that are married. These are people that are actually just dating somebody, which means there's not much weight there. You can just end that relationship with a text, and they won't do it. So I gotta tell you, when you make it to the other side of this, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, damn, why couldn't I have gotten out of it sooner? Well, I tried getting out of mine 7 times, and I didn't know she was a psychopath. 7 times. I knew something was wrong, but I didn't know she was a psychopath. But I already wanted to end it. And I couldn't do it the first 6 times. The same way most of you guys can't do it anytime. All part of the spell, all part of the trick. But had I known what she was, had I been able to talk to somebody that knew and that would have told me what it was, and to have a community such as this, man, I would have been the fuck out. This is scary stuff. And I'm not saying at the beginning, because everything's great during the love bombing. I mean, go talk to somebody right now that's being love bombed, like I mentioned earlier in the video, and they're probably going to dismiss everything you say. They may even stop talking to you. You're trying to warn them, right? But they're not trying to hear that. They're in paradise. They're being love bombed right now. They're high on the Kool-Aid. They're not trying to hear any words of wisdom from you. You try to do it because they're your friends. I urge you to do it because they're your friends. But don't ever try to warn Your psychopath X's new supply of the dangers, because the smear campaign has already been done to you, my friends. So they're not going to listen to you. But I assure you, nobody that's dating a psychopath narcissist and knows about it is happy. So you're at a great advantage if you are already aware of who you're dealing with. You have a community here that stands behind you, supports you, validates you. It's time to step up. It's time to take action. This is your life. What are you going to do about it? Hope you guys learned something today. Hope you got some value from this video. If you did, drop a like, show your support, leave a comment below. Have you guys ever cheated on your narcissist? If you did, good. Tell us what happened. And I say good because you know what? No one should ever be in a relationship where their partner just denies sex and then is slaying other people behind your back. That's just cruel, torturous, monstrous. So I hope you got yours. And better yet, I hope you got out of that relationship. Don't forget to pick up my free ebook at the link below in the description. 5 steps to going no contact with a psychopath narcissist. Please go ahead and pick that up, download it straight to your phone or into your computer so you can learn how to go no contact with these crazy narcissistic predators. Again, show your support by subscribing to the channel so we can grow this anti-narcissist army. If you have any questions that you would like me to answer, drop them below in the comments. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for spending some time with me today. My name is Kita. This is Psychopath Exposure. I'll catch you guys in the next video.